On 3, measuring segments, number 1. It is asking you to find the length of segment AB. So all you do is count from point A to point B. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the length is 11. And that's number 1. Number 3, it says if ST equals 17 and RT equals 54, find RS. So we have RS plus ST equals RT. So what we need to do is subtract those two. Subtracting 54 and 17 gives you 37. And that's number 3. Number 4, use the number line below where RS equals 9y plus 2, ST equals 2y plus 5, and RT equals 15y minus 25. So like the last problem, RS plus ST equals RT. So we have to set up an equation. So here's RS plus ST equals RT. RS is 9y plus 2, ST is 2y plus 5, and RT is 15y minus 25. So first we combine like terms on the left, and you get 11y plus 7 equals 15y minus 25. Subtract 11y on both sides and add 25 on both sides, and you get 32 equals 4y. Divide both sides by 4, and you get y equals 8. So let's type that in. Now we need to substitute in to find RS, ST, and RT. Substituting it in for RS, which is 9y plus 2, put 8 in for y, you get 9 times 8 plus 2 is 74. ST, which is 2y plus 5, 2 times 8 plus 5, you get 21. To get RT, you add them up because RS plus ST equals RT. So that's 95. So let's type it in. So 74, ST is 21, and RT is 95. And that's number 4. Number 5, use the number line below to tell whether the segments LN and MQ are congruent. So we have to find the lengths of each and see if they're the same. LN, from L to N, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that one has 11. MQ, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're the same, so yes, they're congruent. Number 6, use the figure to the right to find the value of PT. T is the midpoint of PQ. So if T is the midpoint, then that means PT and TQ are the same length. That's what these dashes mean, that they're congruent. So we set 3x plus 6 and 5x minus 8 equal to each other because PT and TQ are equal. So let's do that and solve. So subtract 3x from both sides and add 8 to both sides to solve it. So you get 14 equals 2x, and divide both sides by 2, and you get x equals 7. Substitute 7 in for 3x plus 6, and you get 27. So let's type that in. So PT is 27. Remember, just substitute your value of x in for one of these, and you'll get 27. Number 7. On the number line, the coordinates of x, y, z, and w are -6, -4, 1, and 3 respectively. Find the lengths of the two segments below, then tell if they're congruent. So let's draw this out on the number line. So here's our number line. So we need to find the lengths of x, y, and zw. For x, y, you subtract -6 and -4, and then make it positive, because length is positive. Same thing for ZW. Subtract 1 and 3, and then make it positive. Notice how they're both 2, that means they're going to be congruent. So let's type this in. So they're both 2. And since they are both 2, it is going to be congruent. So that is going to be the answer. So let's go to number 8. So the numbers labeled on the map of Florida are mile markers. Assume that Route 10 between Quincy and Jacksonville is straight. Suppose you drive an average speed of 54 miles per hour. How long will it take to get from Tallahassee to Live Oak? So how can you use mile markers to find distances between points? Well, that's what we did in the last problem. Absolute value of the distance, subtract them and make it positive. Now, how do average speed, distance, and time all relate to each other? Well, we know distance equals the speed or rate times time. So time is going to equal the distance divided by the average speed. So now we got to figure out how many hours. So we're going to have to find the distance and divide it by the average speed. So to find the distance, we subtract the 2 mile markers from Tallahassee to Live Oak. Tallahassee is 199 and Live Oak is 283. So subtract 283 by 199 and you get 84 when you subtract them. So now that we got the distance, we divide that by 54. So that gives us 1.5 repeating. It says rounded 2 decimal places, so that would be 1.56. And that's the answer for number 8.